County Board of Commissioners, and we do appreciate your attendance. For those of you who are viewing it on TV, we do appreciate you for tuning in. For introductions, on my left is Commissioner Deb Shore and Commissioner Larry Hudkins, and on my right is Vice Chair and Commissioner Todd Wilchin and Commissioner Bill Avery, and I'm Commissioner Rome Amundson, Chair of the Board. Assisting us this morning, we have Dave Durbin of the County Attorney's Office, Kelly Lundgren and Dan Nolte of the County Clerk's Office, and Carrie Egan of the County Administrative Office. So, will you all join me now in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and thank you so very excuse me. Thank you so very much for joining in. And Mr. Clerk, will you begin the agenda, please?
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. 1A is approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, November 1st, 2016.
I move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of last week's meeting. Are there any corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 1B is approval of the minutes of the 1- and 6-year Road and Bridge Program public hearing held on November 1st, 2016.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of the 1 and 6 Road and Bridge Program. Are there any corrections? Please call the roll.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. Approval of all claims processed through November 8th, 2016.
Move approval of claims.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the claims processed through today. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is a special presentation. Commissioner's Award of Excellence, October winner, Alicia Havoc, corrections in the category of productivity. And I've got the statement here. Can I go ahead and read that first?
Sure. I'd appreciate it.
Alicia Havoc has been selected as Commissioner's Award of Excellence winner for October 2016. Alicia works as a clerk typist 2 for corrections and began working for the county on June 2nd, 2008. She was nominated by Dennis Wagner Corrections in a category of productivity. In his nomination, Mr. Wagner states, since June 2016, many changes have taken place within the administration of the Lancaster County Department of Corrections. Alicia has taken on and performed exceptionally at so many new tasks they are hard to quantify. First and foremost has been her involvement in the new electronic timesheet. Her exhaustive knowledge of the procedure within the old paper system has allowed the new system to begin running at peak efficiency almost from its inception. Alicia has been involved in testing and debugging the new system since the beginning. Again, because of her exhaustive knowledge of the legacy system and now her new knowledge of the electronic system, it has allowed for efficiencies not even thought of as the new system was being developed. The department is now able to use the reporting functions built into the new system to generate multiple reports that were heretofore gathered manually and entered into the spreadsheets for use by staff. This has resulted in the savings of many hours per biweekly cycle that can be more efficiently invested in other pursuits. Additionally, this extra available time has allowed Alicia to become involved in some of the routine human resources functions and perform it admirably there as well. She has assisted in streamlining processes and has cut at least 2 days off the hiring time of new employees. Mr. Wagner concludes Alicia does all this while still managing to maintain a high caliber of performance of her other assigned duties. In addition, her tireless work effort and her everlasting positive attitude causes others to work around her to perform better. She is a true team player who is not afraid to take charge of the situation and get the job done right. For these reasons, we're pleased to award Alicia Havoc with the Commissioner's Award of Excellence for the month of October 2016.
So, I guess to give you just a real quick history, we did start a new electronic timesheet system about a year ago. It's been built in-house through our IS fella, and there was a steep learning curve there. There was a lot of bugs. Anytime you start something new, there's a lot of bugs we got to work through, and we just want to recognize Alicia for her positive attitude, open-mindedness towards that, and she's a big reason that it's where it's at today. So I do appreciate her efforts.
On behalf of the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners and all the county employees, as well as all the county residents, it's my pleasure to present to you this plaque honoring your award. How wonderful to know that you have exhaustive knowledge and such positive things, knowing that you took your knowledge and made an existing system more efficient, and then took that spare time to help with the hiring of employees. We know that Corrections is our largest employer in the county, and we have a lot of people coming and going, so nice to know that you're using your skills to help in that way too. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. I guess first I want to thank the county board for making awards like this possible. I also want to thank Dennis Wagner for nominating me for this special recognition. I guess just telling someone they're doing a good job or that they're appreciated really does go a long way. It makes you want to work harder and gives you a sense of pride in the work you're doing. I also want to thank Brad Johnson and my supervisor Lois Osborne for challenging me with new duties and assignments. I appreciate the faith they put in me. I also have some amazing coworkers. They're always willing to help out anytime you have questions. There's a lot of friendships there, past just coworkers. It was an honor to be a part of the new electronic time system, as well as helping Dennis with human resource duties. And I guess to finish up, I want to thank my parents and my husband for their support, their understanding, and for teaching and showing me what a good work ethic is.
And would you like to introduce your parents?
My mom is here from Ogallala in the Stripe, Mary, and that's my husband Kirk and our son Brooks.
Hey.
This is why they have nursery at church, I think.
It's always a pleasure to hear happy voices in the back.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, want to thank you so very, very much for all your work. The efficiency and the contribution that you have made to the team has been noted, and so we thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
congratulations.
New business, number 4A, is a special designated license application from Fresh Inc., doing business as Shea Hay, for reception on November 26, 2016, at Prairie Creek Inn, 2400 South 148th Street, Walton, Lancaster County, Nebraska.
Move approval. Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the special designated license for reception on the 26th of November. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. B is appointments to the Lincoln Lancaster County Planning Commission. Sandra Washington for a term ending August 24th, 2019, and Dean Finnegan for a term commencing January 1st, 2017, and ending August 24th, 2021.
I move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the appointments to the Lincoln Lancaster County Planning Commission. Any discussion? Larry?
Well, I just want to commend the two candidates for being willing to come in and visit with the county board, so we got an idea of what their thoughts and processes were. And I believe both of these individuals are committed. They've studied the issues, and want to say thank you to Dave Carey, Director of Planning, for arranging for the appointments.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. C is a resolution, a matter of striking uncollectible property tax from the tax list.
Move approval.
I'll second that motion with comment. I always hate to do this because it's revenue that really should be coming into us. But I think the treasurer's office and the county attorney's office have made a diligent effort to kind of collect everything that they thought was collectible, and we do have to dispose of them. So I'll support the motion.
Okay, it's moved and seconded that we approve this resolution. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4D is a mini grant contract application and award with the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety in amount of $5,229 for the county sheriff to perform selective overtime enforcement to participate in the click it or ticket mobilization.
Sheriff Wagner?
Good morning. This mini grant application is an annual project that we participate in with the Nebraska Office of Highway Safety. It's the Click It or Ticket campaign, traffic safety initiative that occurs in the week of Thanksgiving. So this is a mini grant to pay for the overtime for deputies working traffic enforcement details during that time.
Based on the county sheriff's explanation, I would move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this mini grant application, contract application and award. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. E is an agreement with Bob Crine and Lancaster County on behalf of the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office for training sessions to be conducted on November 2nd, 2016 and November 9th, 2016. Cost of the county is $900.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this agreement with Bob Crine and Lancaster County. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is a contract between Nebraska Commission on Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice and Lancaster County Sheriff's Office effective July 1st, 2016 for providing services in conjunction with the Criminal Justice Information Systems Advisory Committee. The commission will provide up to $6,610 for the Sheriff's Office to purchase and install equipment in 5 vehicles.
Move approval. Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this contract. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. G is acceptance of a temporary retirement buyout program application and agreement between Lancaster County, Nebraska, and Kirk H. Price, an employee of the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office, and a member of the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 29. Mr. Price's resignation is effective January 5th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this acceptance of a temporary retirement buyout program application. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4H is a labor agreement with the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge Number 32 for a 2-year period beginning August 18th, 2016.
Morning, Commissioners. Doug McDaniel, Human Resources. Labor agreement before you is a 2-year agreement with FOP 32, which represents our corrections officers at the the Corrections Department. As I said, it's a 2-year agreement for 2.5% wage increase for the first year and a 2.5% increase for the second year.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this labor agreement with FOP Lodge number 32. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins.
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. I is a letter of understanding with Wildan Energy Solutions to perform a preliminary energy audit of selected county buildings.
Move approval.
Second.
I think it's been moved and seconded that we approve this letter of understanding. Also need to point out that there is no cost to the county.
And we're doing a similar thing with the Public Building Commission
Right.
to see if we can save some energy in these buildings.
So we have this, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this letter of understanding. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4J is a grant contracts with the Lincoln Lancaster County Child Guidance Center. Term of the contracts are from July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017. And these include in the amount of $50,000 for the outpatient service program, in amount of $2,200 and $10,000 to provide mental health assessments and services for the juvenile diversion program, and in the amount of $48,000 to provide mental health services to adolescents at North Star and Northeast Public High Schools through their school-based therapy program.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Lincoln Lancaster Human Services Director. Item number 1 under letter J is the $50,000 contract for outpatient services. This is through the Joint Budget Committee funding. This is to fund outpatient services that are not covered from other sources, that are not covered through private insurance, through Medicaid, or through region funding. They will serve around 975, almost 1,000 youth through this program. They're in 21 of the Lincoln Public School systems, and then this is also providing services through their office located on O Street. So.
I would move approval of the grant contracts.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this grant contract. Any discussion? Larry?
Yes, Sarah, could you talk a little bit about the school-based therapy program at North Star and Northeast?
Yes, the school-based program at North Star and Northeast, which is item number 3, is funded through community aid, and this is providing a therapist at Northeast and North Star High School. And the therapist is located right there in the school, and so students are able to see that individual. They triage. They're also there if a student comes to school who's having a crisis or has been involved with any kind of trauma. They're there to debrief them on site. So,
Good.
And then going back up to item number 2 there, the mental health assessments. There's 2 contracts there because when we initially entered into this contract, the county didn't have oversight of diversion at that time, and so we quickly realized that we would be sending a lot more youth to child guidance to get assessments from them. And so these assessments include mental health assessments, substance abuse assessments. It also provides funding for diversion youth who may need outpatient services. And again, payer of last resort is for this contract. We first try to get Medicaid funding, region funding, and private insurance to cover all costs associated with that. So.
Thank you.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded that we approve these grant contracts.
What's that? Okay.
Yeah.
It was for all 3.
It's for all 3. All right. Any further discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Hudgens,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. K is a grant contract with Mediation Center, Inc. in the amount of $40,000 to provide support and consultation to restorative justice coach at Lincoln Public Schools and to provide training for volunteer mediators. Term of the contract is from July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017.
And this program is funded through community aid funding. This contract provides for 2 things. One of the things is to have a restorative justice coach within LPS. And so this coach helps with mediations. And the other thing that kind of feeds into each other, the other part of this contract is for our Project Success. We now call it Project Restore program. That's the school-based arrest diversion program. And so the county and the city have what's called a Disproportionate Minority Contact Committee, where we meet monthly, we go through and we look at each system point within our system. So we look at arrests, we look at the number of kids coming into court, the number of kids getting detained, and we go through and we make sure, well, we look at numbers anyways, to see if the same number of minority youth are being entered into various points of the system as white youth are. And if there are discrepancies, then we look further into that to try to figure out if it's really disproportionality or disparity that's occurring. And so when we started looking more into the arrest numbers, we saw that a lot of our arrests were occurring within the school system. And so it made sense then to start a school-based arrest diversion program. And that's what Project Success and Project Restore are. And so through this program, a lot of the youth, well, the other thing, let me back up. The other thing we found is that a majority of our minority youth were being arrested in the school system for crimes against people, so assaults, disturbing someone's peace, those types of things. And so we focused on those types of assaults, those types of disturbing the peace, those arrests coming into our system. And because there's a victim, that also involves a chance to repair the harm to the victim. So that's where the mediation process and this contract comes in. We took it a step further and we thought, wow, if we could somehow mediate or resolve these cases even before they came to law enforcement's attention, before they entered our system, that would be ideal. So that's why this contract is covering both a restorative justice coach within the schools, and this coach is actually training the school system on how to do circles at the beginning of school. So each student has a chance to kind of check in with the teacher if there's anything wrong, try to address it then before it escalates into the school. And then it also provides a mechanism for all of our juveniles coming in through those two programs I talked about to have a chance to mediate their cases through the mediation center. So it's an important contract.
It is. Okay. Need a motion on this?
I'd move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve this grant contract with the mediation center. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. L is a grant contract with Omni Behavioral Health in the amount of $65,000 to provide functional family therapy to the youths in the truancy diversion program. Term of the contract is July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017.
And this contract is through Community Aid. Judge Ryder and Bruce Prenda with the County Attorney's Office were here a couple weeks ago to talk to you about this program. It's our truancy diversion program. This is the piece of the contract that provides the functional family therapy. So all of the youth that are in Judge Ryder's truancy program have the opportunity to participate in what's called functional family therapy. And that's when the therapists actually go inside of the home and try to case manage and provide therapy with not only the youth in the program, but the family as a whole.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this grant contract with Omni Behavioral Health. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 4M is a contract between Jennifer M. Brown, M.A., LADC, LMHP, and Lancaster County on behalf of the Lancaster County Mental Health Crisis Center for certified alcohol and drug abuse counselor services. The rate of payment for services is provided in Section 4 of the agreement. Term of the contract is from July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve this contract with Jennifer M. Brown. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. N is an amendment to county contract C-16-120 with Christy Merriman to provide educational coordination of the Celebrating Families program in the Lancaster County Adult Drug Court. The amendment increases the maximum number of hours the contractor may work to the lesser of 30 hours per week at $30 per hour, or $3,600 per month.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to the county contract with Christy Merriman. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. O is an amendment to county contract C-16-31 with Audio Marketing Solutions, Inc., doing business as Americom Communications Corporation for electronic video surveillance equipment and installation. Amendment reflects revised equipment pricing for the contract.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to the county contract with Audio Marketing Solutions, Inc. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. P is an amendment to county contract C-10-590 with Bob Barker Company, Inc. for the annual supply of correction staff clothing, inmate clothing, and accessories. The amendment extends the contract from November 16, 2016 through February 15, 2017. The estimated expenditures for the extension period shall not exceed $19,500.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to the county contract with Bob Barker Company, Inc. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 are consent items. Receive and place on file the following reports. Assessor Register Deeds for October 2016. County Clerk for October 2016. Records and Information Management for October 2016. And the County Treasurer Report of 2015 distress warrants. Utility permit number 1492 align Windstream, Nebraska, Inc. to replace underground cable adjacent to Rokeby Road from South 27th Street to South 40th Street. There is no cost to the county. 2016 certification of County Highway Superintendent for determining the Department of Roads incentive payment from January 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2016.
Move approval of consent items?
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the consent items. Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 6 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Do I need to sign in?
Yes, please. State your name.
My name is Gary Cook, K-U-C-K. I live in Lincoln, but we own about 1,000 acres in Lancaster County. I spoke on the 1 and 6 year plan. I was the last speaker a week ago, and my understanding was that there was going to be a meeting with Mickey Exposito possibly, and trying to figure out what the right-of-way requirements are going to be in the buffer zone of the 3-mile radius around Lincoln. I've actually got some handouts. I wasn't well enough prepared that time, but I've got some I'd like to have the board take a look at, if you could, please. Well, with all the election going on, I'd like to thank people for the public service that you do. It's kind of a, I'd hate to say it, but it's rewarding but a thankless job, but it's appreciated by everyone. So.
Give you mine.
There's a number of papers in there, and the reason I'm here actually is that the eminent domain was going to be on your agenda today, which I evidently got canceled, so I didn't come out of the blue. I actually came to speak on that regard. The area that we're talking about here is the 60-foot right-of-way in the 3-mile radius of the city of Lincoln with the whatever you could call it, interagency agreement between Lincoln and Lancaster County, which I think was from 2006. I've actually got a copy of it. In your folder there, the first portion of the paperwork in there really is just the right-of-way taking that is being brought up under eminent domain on our property, because we have not come to a conclusion with the engineering office. If you look at the colored plan there, and if you look at this is the 2040 plan for the city of Lincoln, and looking at the boundaries up in the area where the property is that we're talking about, you can see that the city of Lincoln has no planning for any type of development whatsoever all the way through 2040. My original concern when I brought it up at the 1 and 6 year plan is, with the difficulty that the county has in funding bridges, roads, and everything else that's going on, it just seemed to me that it wasn't money placed in the right place at this stage of the game in the economy and everywhere else compared to everything else to take 60-foot right-of-ways in an area right now that are 33-foot right-of-ways. I do have a vested interest because there is a picture there. It's in a quarter-mile section. There's a picture of all the pine trees that the county is planning on taking in the eminent domain. bear with me one second. And the agreement, too, with the city and county that is from 2006, February 16th, 2006, it does show that the right-of-ways can be varied even within the agreement of the 120-foot overall width with 60-foot right-of-way on each side. In the second area there, actually the county gave me this document with the orange outlined, and I found the area in there with the yellow outline that covers places where there are trees and everything else. So I'm not sure what position I need to take in this. Obviously, it will come for eminent domain within the next week from what I understand. The options I have is I've tried to work with the county engineer, and this started with Don Thomas in 2012. And I opposed it all the time because, in my opinion, 60-foot right-of-ways are 120-foot overall on 27th Street, north of Arbor Road, all the way to Waverly Road. Seems to me to be kind of a waste of money, in my opinion. So I'm not quite sure what I'm asking for, and maybe it's input. That I understand that eminent domain really only constitutes negotiation as far as monetary concern is. It really has nothing to do with whether or not you believe that the course of action is actually in the right, unless I'm totally wrong. This is not about money from my standpoint to me. This has to do with whether I think it's really the right thing. So, is there any questions at all? Yeah, Larry.
Larry?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The 56 pine trees that you show here, I was kind of under the understanding that they were the trees that were probably affected by, and that these trees were dying. I went out there last week and took a look at it, and I didn't appear to see a lot of damage from these trees. Are they a variety that is susceptible or non-susceptible, or do you know?
I'm not 100% sure, Larry. What I did is I did get a bid to replace trees, obviously at a much smaller size, you know, to put.
Can't move a tree that big, yeah.
Yeah, they can't. Those can't be moved. They're just way too big.
Now, am I correct in this? The actual stream bank is just to the west of these trees, where the tiger beetle habitat is?
Correct.
And is there? It appears that there's plenty of room to widen this road or to make it a 3-lane or something in the future. We had a discussion with Mickey Espadillo last Thursday, and she and Pam both said we probably need to take a look at the RUTS requirements again and see if we need to take this much right away on each thing. How would you respond to that?
Well, my opinion is especially where that road is located, where you're a mile west of it, you've got 14th Street, which is paved. 2 miles east of it, you have Highway 77 is paved. It kind of reminds me of the road that kind of goes to nowhere. And it seemed to me that it was, there was a lot of mitigation that has to be done on the county's part too, as far as wetlands is concerned and disturbed wetlands, and also cutting into Shoemaker Marsh up above, which has already actually been done. There's across the road on the other side is Arbor Lake, which is also a government-owned sanctuary, so to speak. So we're kind of isolated in one area right in the middle, and there are tiger beetles there, and there are wetlands there that will have to be mitigated by the county. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm asking, I guess, other than the fact that I'm really maybe asking for direction. It may well be that Gary, you're kidding yourself, you know, because the process is going to go on.
Well, during a hearing, during this public comment, it is just really a time to state what it is that you are interested in, and possibly what we can do is after this, at some point, talk about what your future steps might be.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Just one follow-up comment. Would you be willing to work with the county engineer to, if they acquired less right-of-way, to leave those trees in place?
Absolutely. We've never had an issue on other land. We've never had an issue over any right-of-way that was required. And we've always just signed up, never went to eminent domain. And what it was a necessity that we felt for the county. This one just didn't seem to be a necessity.
Thank you.
Bill?
Is it your understanding that there is a plan of some kind, or perhaps a plan for the future development of that portion of North 27?
If you look at what the map that's in there, Bill, the one that, you know, the colored map in there, it shows all the way up through 2040 as not to be developed. Back during a period of time when the LES was putting in their power lines out there, one of the arguments was it wasn't sewerable, there wasn't water, and a number of different things, but it doesn't show up in the 2040 plan, and it hasn't been, that's the current plan today also.
Well, the tiger beetles would be a major impediment, it seems to me.
I believe so.
I was out there yesterday, late afternoon, and I was a little bit surprised to see that North 27th has a dead end and jogs to the right before it continues down past your property.
Correct.
And that does not seem to me to bode well for development along the north portion of 27th, because unless they're going to straighten the street, because you would have a rather significant bottleneck of traffic trying to make that jog over to go north on this
That is
portion
correct.
of 27th we're discussing.
Where Little Salt Creek is at, that runs right through there, really precludes straightening that road out, because as it goes further north, as it veers in through our property, it has a tendency to go in a westward direction somewhat into Shoemaker Marsh.
That's where you hit the tiger beetles and the wetlands issue.
They're pretty much in everywhere along there, along the Little Salt Creek, which is the creek that runs through there.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Terry Hope Gonzalez, founder, Neighborhood Association, Salt Creek Area Neighborhood Association in memory of Joe and Scout Gonzalez. Now, I can't see, so please don't move, okay? I read about you with the general. Good job.
Oh, thank
We
you.
have a general in my family, too. He has a state named after him, or a town. Actually, what I came in for last time, I really did. I come in to tell you, I think you got the smartest sheriff. Is he here? Where's the sheriff at? You have the smartest sheriff I have ever seen. Okay, you really do. That's really what I came in for, but now guess what? We got more dead cops. Now, Larry, is that Larry? Mm-hmm. Okay. I asked my brothers for can of man, okay? This is what they bought you, okay? Because the mayor's rules are you have to eat it. Okay, has to be under $5. Can you catch? Honey pie I can throw, can you catch? Or would you like me to hand it to this man right here?
Well, why don't you hand
I think
it?
you better hand it.
What?
Thank you.
Okay, now listen, it's really good stuff, okay? Because we all know I'm Italian, right?
Well, thank
It
you.
is not poison in any way, okay? Here, I'm gonna show you a real quick demonstration how you build a bridge, okay? I've been doing some assessment for you people. See this right here? All this is a bag of M&Ms, that's all it is. Now, the first one, the problems, are the blue balls. You set the blue balls over here, and you know what? And you start eating the blue balls. How come? Because I didn't know they had so many blue balls in there. Usually I only have 2. Because the blue balls are the worst kind, right? And this is what you do. You get a couple old men that know how to build a bridge. I can give you their names. You don't need an engineer. Half the time the engineer don't know what he's doing anyway. Roger Feigard's leaving, isn't he? Good. It's about time. Okay, now take a look. It's this fast to build a bridge. Did I shut down off it? I can't say damn. Nope. I sure did, didn't I? Did you guys call up there and find out? How come? Okay, now listen. See all this? This is how quick you do a job site. This right here. All we used was a pack of M&Ms. I happen to like the peanut butter ones. Still got them blue balls in my mouth, don't I? Okay. See this here? All right. We got brown for the sheriff's department, right? They brown, right? I have a fire truck. They're red, right? What's green? That's the money. Who's the yellow? That's the cavalry. How come? Because who's my general? Do you guys know? 7th Cavalry. Who is he? General George Armstrong Custer. How come? Because what's my granny's name? Jessie Custer Kybel. Now I'm going to tone it down, okay? Now, all these people right here, who's the one you need to make your bridge? Those orange boys, the workers. And if the ice queen comes on the job, did you see me on Monday? Did you see me last Monday? My husband is a journeyman iron worker, and he got hurt on Offutt Air Force Base on a meth head. I got a book of numbers. When I call them, every single job in town gets shut down. How come? Because my daddy's Uncle Bub. Who's my daddy? You guys have no idea. What's the first rules of engagement? Do you know? Know your opponent. Do I know each and every one of you? Please don't move. Please don't move because I can't see you. Now, it's your job. You, young lady. And you know I'm pointing because I don't know how to say your name, okay? But you're the boss right now, right? You're the boss.
It's a team.
But you're the boss because you're the spokesman, right? So you're the boss. We got to cut jobs. Who do you want to cut? I've never seen a town that sacrifices its first responders like you people do. Who do you want to cut? Go on, here's your choice. This is this quick, come on. You want the fireman? You want the sheriff's office? Hey, the prison, okay? Now, these three think they somebody. Which color which color? I met your mama, didn't I? When we were making signs, I met your mama. What color's your mama like? Come on, guys, because I'm busy. I'm shutting down job sites. Come on.
Your time is up.
Okay, so you know what? I guess all of them get shut down.
Well, thank you for your comments.
You guys know where I'm at. All of them get shut down. Thank God I wasn't running a prison, right? Either side would have been different. Larry, you really don't have to eat those garlics. Now, where I come from, they pick them out and eat them straight. Thank you. Oh, and I'm not bumping uglies with him, like you guys are saying. Larry, are we bumping uglies?
No.
Thank you. I like to see, I'm going to hear
Gets the
you. I like
M&Ms.
it.
Who gets the M&Ms?
Commissioner Hudkins, all your row crops in?
Yes, they are.
Gary Aldridge, Lincoln, Nebraska. Dixville Notch, New Hampshire. Clinton 4, Trump 2. Perhaps Bill Avery can help those who do not understand. I offer a quote, an old saw, for no particular purpose, save it makes sense. Perhaps too much. Quote, we trained hard, but it seemed that every time we were beginning to form into teams, we would be reorganized. I was to learn later in life that we tend to meet any new situation by reorganizing, and what a wonderful method it can be for creating the illusion of progress while producing confusion, inefficiency, and demoralization, wrongly attributed to Gaius Petronius Arbiter. Today is election day. I have not yet voted, but will. Tomorrow, the United States will have almost surely a president-elect. Some will not accept the results. I will, reluctantly, perhaps very. The Democrat or Republican will win. The other ballot names or parties are a mere distraction. whether 'tis the donkey or elephant, there is bad news and good news. The bad news, either the donkey or elephant will lose. The good news, either the donkey or elephant will lose. Ain't democracy beautiful? Quote, 2 U.S. troops killed fighting Taliban. The Star, page A3, 4 November 2016. 3 Afghan army soldiers also KIA. I repeat myself, if it is news anywhere in the known universe, well, it is news to the Journal Star. The Star could not find news using both hands, radar, and light of the full moon. The missing part of this tragedy, AKA also news, the names. A name identifies a person in life and death. Walk through any cemetery. A name is part of the hand we are dealt. A person's name is a powerful thing. It tells me who I am. It tells others who I am. Perhaps a glimpse of one's race, gender, ethnicity, or religious persuasion. A name gives a family, generations, relatives by blood and marriage. A name is one thing many carry through life without change. A name conveys both distinct and unique. I have a name when alive. I have a name when not. Missing, MIA, from the Star are the names of those killed in service. Kunduz Province, Afghanistan, 3 November 2016, Captain Andrew Byers, BYERS, 30, Rollsville, North Carolina, and Sergeant First Class Ryan Gloyer, GLOYER, 34, Greenville, Pennsylvania, both stationed Fort Carson, Colorado. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you for those comments.
Next is number 7, announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, November 10th, 2016 at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will attend the Tri-County meeting with Douglas and Sarpy counties on Monday, November 14th, 2016 at 9 a.m. at the Metropolitan Community College at 5300 North 30th Street in Omaha. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next regular meeting on Tuesday, November 15th, 2016 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building with the Board of Equalization immediately following. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live. It is rebroadcast on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on 5 City TV, cable channel 5. In addition, the meeting may be viewed on the internet at lancaster.ne.gov under 5 City TV video on demand or 5 City TV on YouTube.
Move adjournment.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we adjourn. Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, the Board of Commissioners meeting is adjourned, and let's go on to the Board of Equalization.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Also in attendance this morning is Scott Gaines from the County Assessor's Office. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approve the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, November 1st, 2016.
Move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of last week's meeting. Are there any corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of the additions and deductions.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business not on agenda may do so at this time.
Move we adjourn.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we adjourn. Please call the roll.
Shore?
Yes.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
You are the chair of the Board of Corrections.